So far, I have done 7 videos on how the Bible says that Jesus is God, and so far I have not covered any of those famous verses that people think of, such as John 1 verse 1, for example. The 7 have covered subjects such as Jesus receiving worship, or how he can do things that only God can do, such as forgive sins or receive prayer. For video number 8, I'm going to use one of those famous Jesus is God verses, and as powerful as they all are, I consider this verse the ultimate verse that puts all arguments to bed. That verse is from the Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 3. Now John chapter 1 verse 3 says this: "Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made." Of course, the first obvious statement is that Jesus is the creator of all things. And of course, the only person who can create is God himself. But there is more to this verse, and that is the use of the word all and the word nothing. The second part of the sentence is really repeating the first part, but in different words, so that the message is made very clear. It makes it as clear as is possible. Jesus made all things. Apart from him, nothing was made. If it just said all things, as it does in the first half of the statement, then it could be argued that the term all is just a figure of speech, like when we may say all the world has gone mad. But to stick the second part of the statement in there makes the intended meaning clear. In fact, if we look into the Greek of the original, then it becomes even more emphatic. In Greek, the second phrase is better put as not even one thing that has come into being. To deny the plain meaning of this verse can only be taken as a deliberate intention to deny the obvious. To honestly acknowledge the plain, clear and obvious meaning of this verse causes a big unsurmountable dilemma for any who would try to say that Jesus was a created being. If nothing was made apart from Jesus Christ, then how can Jesus be a created being? If he made all things and nothing exists that he didn't make, then he couldn't have made himself. So we have this glaring obvious fact. Jesus is eternal. He has always existed. Only God is eternal.